Alright guys, so today we're going to check out a mechanical keyboard, and normally I don't check out keyboards on the channel unless they're pretty unique, and this one is definitely unique. And not only that, it actually ties into the channel because it also has a built-in DAC and amp into the keyboard itself. And the keyboard I'm talking about is the new Moondrop 75 mechanical hi-fi keyboard. Now technically this doesn't get released until May the 17th. It is available on Drop, and it says it's going to retail for $400, although right now you can pre-order it for $300. And initially you're probably thinking $300 is a hell of a lot of money for a keyboard, and I agree. But with this one having a built-in DAC and an amp, which more specifically is the Moondrop Moon River 2 DAC, the DAC itself normally goes for $190, so that already takes up a pretty good chunk of the $300 value. But we'll talk about everything that this keyboard has and see if it actually could be worth it to you for $300. So first off, if you're not familiar with Moondrop, they are a company that is definitely known for their IEMs. They've just now kind of started to get into over-the-ear headphones, but they really have made a name for themselves based off their IEM. So they definitely know audio. And the reason that this keyboard grabbed my attention, not only because it has the DAC built in, I absolutely love the look that it has. It kind of has like a beige cream color to it. It definitely feels premium. It is not light. It's got plenty of weight to it. Now this is a 75% keyboard, so it's not the full 100, so it's already compact in itself. And the actual letters and things on the keys are printed in an 8-bit retro look, which I obviously love. I grew up playing Nintendo and I'm used to those 8-bit graphics, and so it just kind of takes me back a little bit. Same thing with the color. But the keyboard itself does have an aluminum base. It does use hot swappable keys, and it uses Moondrop and G-square linear switches, and it also has a cotton padding underneath that. So although it does have the clicks of a mechanical keyboard, it is not overly loud. It does have a subtle click to it. It reminds me a lot of the Razer Ornata Chroma that I used to have. Now those were membrane switches, so it wasn't technically full mechanical, so it kind of gave you the sound of a mechanical keyboard without giving you that full clack that you're getting with the keys. And that's kind of the sound that these have, which I'll kind of give you a sample here. Now, as far as what all comes inside the box, obviously it comes with the keyboard. It comes with some really awesome cables. Now, I don't know what the material is on the cable, but I think it's pretty much impossible to cut into. It comes with a USB-C, which actually plugs into the keyboard, and then that coiled cable screws into another cable that has a USB-A on the other end, which you would plug into your PC or Mac or laptop or whatever. Now, if you are going to use a Mac, it also comes with 5 different caps so that you can switch them out on the keyboard, so that you have the keyboard that matches Mac controls. It also comes with 10 extra switches. It comes with a keycap puller, so you're getting plenty of stuff in the box to switch out and kind of customize it the way that you want to. Now, I do think that a lot of the weight that's in this keyboard comes not only with the build quality that it has. It does have an aluminum base. It also has the circuit board inside. It has the amp. There's definitely different layers going on here. It is a chunky little keyboard. It does stick up quite a bit, so I kind of recommend having wrist support. If you're somebody that kind of lays your wrist on the table. Otherwise, your hands are going to be pretty elevated to type. And the typing experience has been really nice. I mean, it's very smooth. It's very quick. In fact, because it doesn't have that overly loud clicking sound, sometimes you're hitting keys without really knowing that you're doing it. So if you're used to a larger keyboard, it's going to take you a while to kind of adjust to the 75% keyboard. But once you do, typing is really nice on here. But a lot of you guys are more interested in this keyboard for the audio side, because that again is what makes it unique. And on top of the keyboard actually giving you 2 more USB-A inputs, it has a 3.5mm headphone jack along with a 4.4mm balance jack. Now this is where the audiophiles are going to get excited about this keyboard, because the DAC that it's using does use a dual CS43198 chip. The sampling rate goes up to 32-bit at 384 kilohertz, and it has a frequency range of 6 hertz all the way to 85 kilohertz. And again, all of this is built into the keyboard, And I think what makes that stand out is it keeps you from having a DAC at your desktop. It's built into the keyboard, which is already smaller. So it's giving you a lot more space. It's making your setup look a lot more clean. So if you are an audiophile that's also a minimalist, this definitely kind of fits into that category. But again, I just love the idea of this overall. And the sound that it is actually outputting is extremely clear. And the other thing is it's giving you a lot more volume than what your desktop or laptop can give you. And I switched from using some open back headphones to IEMs to, some that really require a good amount of power. And this keyboard and this DAC had no issue being able to give you enough output. I felt like the DAC was giving me much better dynamic range. I definitely felt like it made things sound cleaner. It sounded a lot more clear, a lot more detailed, but it wasn't really adding a whole lot more bass. I think the bass it was trying to just keep pretty tight. Again, I think it's kind of focusing around an audiophile focus sound, so it's not trying to have that bass drown everything out. It's not trying to make it sound bloated or muddy. And really my overall opinion is this is one of those products that it's rare. Like as soon as I took it out of the box, I just immediately fell in love with it. And that's just based off the look. It just kind of gave me this nostalgic, like retro feel towards this product. I like the design. I like the concept, being able to have your audio equipment in a device that's already going to be on your desktop. Just having that DAC and the amp and elevating your audio without having a lot more things on your desktop. I think a lot of people would understand the convenience of having this, but $300 and the retail price of $400 is not cheap. So this obviously isn't going to be for everyone. And some people may prefer a full-size keyboard, which I understand. I do like having the number keys to the side, but it definitely cleaned up my desk and it made things really convenient to plug in headphones and IEMs, which I prefer to use when I'm sitting at my desktop. And so the overall experience and the convenience of using this product, I definitely can see the value in it, but I can see where people are going to kind of shy away from it because of the high price tag. So it's just going to come down to the user. I really feel like you're getting your money's worth. Not only because it is really solidly built, you're getting good components inside, the keys are nice, Moondrop even put a metal branding right up top, and it's just overall a very clean design. But guys, that wraps up my video on the Moondrop HiFi mechanical keyboard. It is the Dash 75. Again, it does not come out until May 17th, but I will put a link in the description where you can pre-order it, where you can actually get it for $100 cheaper. So thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.